Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie Gilezan with the Gilezan Global Team, brokered by eXp Realty, and I'm here today with my business partner, Tanner Lopez. We have been in the real estate industry for over 24 years, representing all types of real estate. Tanner, we get asked all the time, uh, what do I do if I can't pay my mortgage payment? So, what do we tell clients?
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing that I like to tell clients about being late on mortgage payments is to understand, why that's a problem. The worst case scenario here is a foreclosure. 9 times out of 10, that's the worst possible thing that can happen to someone who is behind on their mortgage payments. It's just a horrible thing to happen to your personal finances, probably the worst thing besides a bankruptcy. So that is kind of the goal is we want to avoid a foreclosure, right? And a lot of homeowners, they think, I just want to stay in the home. While that is a high priority for a lot of people, it truly shouldn't be their ultimate goal. So I do like to phrase that and at least explain that to homeowners first. But as far as actionable items on what to do if you are behind, is reach out to your lender. So reach out to the lender and discuss with them what can be done, right? They do want to work with you because they want their money too, right? Just be honest with them completely and say, I'm behind. I'm not going to make payments. And you can reach out to them even before you're late, right? And just get in contact with them and discuss what sort of options they have. They can get you in contact with some people that might be able to help. But just understanding if the lender will work with you is very, very important. And then after that, really, it's about getting into your personal finances and just painting a clear picture of what you can afford, right? The lender may have offered you some sort of lower payment or way to make up the payments that you've missed. You need to understand exactly all the money that you have, the money you have coming in, all the debts that you owe to any sort of lender, any sort of liens you have on your home or your other property. You need to have a very clear picture of your personal finances. And once all that's together, that's when you can kind of make a decision on what's best for your future. Now, that is when I would recommend looping in a realtor, someone who deals with pre-foreclosure properties or distressed properties, because a realtor is going to be able to come in and say, here are some other solutions to where you might not be able to keep the home, but a realtor could come in there and say, we can negotiate with your lender on your behalf, stop this foreclosure in its tracks, and then get as much value out of this home as you can and get you moved on to a better situation, which again, we want to avoid the foreclosure and we know people want to stay in their homes, but it's not always the best thing for it.
That's right. And we're seeing a lot of times, back in the first economic crash, 10, 12 years ago, 2009, we were seeing a lot of short sales because people owed more on their homes or their properties than they were worth. But today, when clients are reaching out to us or potential customers are reaching out to us because they're behind on their mortgage payment, we're actually seeing that they have equity. And so selling that home and cashing in on that equity is actually a benefit to them to find that out because they're able to then get a nest egg to go and make that move and go into a rental or maybe just a lower priced home so that they can in fact afford that mortgage.
Exactly. And a short sale is something that while it's less effective to your credit, it still does negatively affect your credit, right? So when we have these situations where people are having equity, because that's what we're seeing, prices have just been so high, people have been in these homes for some time. It's honestly a great solution. It's way better than a foreclosure, right? Because like you said, they have that nest egg. They could end up leaving with some cash for a down payment or money towards a rental. So getting in contact with the realtor to discuss what a sale would look like on your home is another key aspect on, getting that whole picture painted of your options when you're behind.
Absolutely. And it also makes sense to reach out to that real estate professional, especially those that specialize in pre-foreclosures. Not all realtors do. We happen to specialize in pre-foreclosures. We're in the Kentucky market, we're in Louisville and surrounding counties, and also in southern Indiana. And we give those proper valuations. Not every listing or not every property we go and list, because if we can figure out how to help that homeowner work with the bank, that's the ultimate goal. What's best for the homeowner? What's best for that property owner? But in so many cases, we have been able to see and find with doing that proper valuation that they do have 20, 30, 50, $75,000 worth of equity that they're able to turn around and just buy something that's less expensive and manageable for their financial future.
Yeah, exactly. And something you mentioned there is reaching out to someone who's experienced in this. And a huge benefit of that is because in any real estate transaction, it usually takes a team, right? It's not just the real estate agent that's working here for you. So when you get someone who's experienced, they have their network of people who deal with this space. We have our certain, title agencies that we work with that work directly with lenders. So when you get someone who's experienced, oftentimes you're getting an experienced team or network that comes along with that. That's looking out for you as a homeowner.
Absolutely. If you're late on your mortgage payments or feel like that might be something that's going to happen in your future, don't wait. Go ahead and reach out to us and let us walk you through what that process is going to look like. Thanks, everyone.